Hi, welcome to Disco, Discernment Conversations, Dancing with the Questions of Life. Today we're going to discuss the vow of celibate chastity.
Right, so Lorraine, we think about celibacy as that exclusive commitment we make to God that excludes all other primary commitments. And it doesn't mean that we're asexual, because we want to define sexuality in much broader terms as the energy for relationship, not narrowly as just genital activity, but a broader sense of the energy that we have for our relationship with God, with our relationship with others, friendships, male and female, relationships in ministry.
Yeah. And in some ways, I think living the vow is a way of saying, God is enough.
Yes.
Like that relationship is so real and so intimate that it can meet those needs. And not that we don't value other relationships, we do, but that somehow God can be that primary relationship for us.
Right, and I think that's my experience that Augustine talked about, that that our hearts are restless until they rest in Thee, and I think that whole idea of God's love just permeating our life and just being wrapped in that love. And I think the vow of celibacy for me has given me more time for prayer and contemplation. I can take some hours in the day and dedicate to that, and have a week retreat in the summer, or that I might not be able to have in a really busy life if I were having ministry and family and husband. And so for me, anyway, when I was making my discernment, it was just really wanting that time to develop that relationship with God that I found so life-giving.
I think for me, one of the freedoms I feel is the freedom to really focus and be present to the ministry where I am.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, I can feel very torn. And one example that really strikes me is 9/11. I was working in campus ministry. And I remember doing a 13-hour day and walking the halls and just trying to be present. And I thought, if I had a husband or children, that's where I would have felt a need to be. Now, I had a community and we were in touch and they were all very supportive, and especially when I got home. But it was that sense of being able to be present and not feeling torn that for me brings me life and helps me to be able that primary commitment. Yeah.
Right, and I think another thing is, can we be generative in our lives if we're not having families? And I think we find that we truly are, that generativity is much broader than having children, that it involves all the ways that we're creative, that we're thinking of ways to help other people and serve other people, and just promote the common good in our society. Brings out a lot of creativity.
Yeah, it's important that we find ways, that everyone find a way to bring life in the world. And that's really what this discernment is all about, is how do you pray best or serve best or love best? Which approach to life, which path in life will free you? And for some people, making these vows is a way to live in freedom.
Right. So we close our session today with a prayer. May God Creator bless you.
May God Redeemer heal you.
And may God the Holy Spirit
fill you with light.